Welcome back everybody to my channel. I'm Hobo Joe, and in today's episode we're going to do the second part of the Minecraft Showcase. In the first episode I did a showcase of the billy goats that disappeared, the glow squid that got murdered, the axolotls, the copper blocks, the ores, deep slate, and all the rest of the stuff that is here. If you would like to see that, make sure to watch the first episode. It is currently on my channel, but I missed a whole lot of stuff, as you guys can probably see. So without further ado, let's get into the stuff that I missed. I missed almost half, or maybe more. Starting off today is part of the deep slate that I missed. This is your regular deep slate that you could find in the world, but in the roaming hills you can find this stuff, which is infested deep slate, and if you break that, silverfish come out. Moving on to our next, we have the glowberries that I believe I talked about but didn't really say anything that I knew of. They hang from the ceiling, and if you bone meal them you can get the glowberry itself. Now coming over here we have the moss block, and this is a block you can find in the sunken ships. That so far is the only place I know. I don't know if you can find it just spawned in, but if you come over here and bone meal it, you can find, of course, grass, azalea bushes, and these little grass carpets that are introduced, and, well, moss carpets, as long as moss blocks that change the floor itself. So if you find these, you can get these new trees, which I'll be on to right now. If you bone meal them, you can get the azalea bush. If you bone meal it, you can get the azalea tree, and there's just new leaves. It is oak, but the leaves itself are new, and you can also get this variant. It's the exact same when bone mealed, just the little bushes itself are different. The next block is a Spore Blossom. It is a plant that you can find in caves, I believe, and I don't know what the effect of it is. You cannot bone meal it. You can bone meal above it, but not the blossom itself. But it does have a particle effect, and it just drips, I guess, spores. That would make sense. There is a new white block called Calcite. You can probably find these in the caves, that's what I'm guessing. I didn't see any stone variants of it, or any other variant besides this that you can find in the caves. Next up is the basalt and polished basalt that you can find in the nether since 1.16, which probably all of you guys know, but they added a new variant, which is the smooth version. It looks completely different from the polished. It doesn't have that tree trunk appearance. It looks more like stone this time around. We have up next a hanging root that you can find. All I know that you can do is probably shear it and take it back with you for aesthetic, because you cannot bone meal it, and I don't believe you can plant it on the ground. No, you cannot. Up next is the dripstone, which you can find in caves. You can find it either in the ground or above you, and they have these little pointed dripstones that grow really big, and if I think they go to be 3 blocks up, and the bigger they are, the more you can get out of them, because let's say one is 3 blocks high, you can mine each block and you'll get one of these pointed dripstone that I believe you can take damage from if you were to be underneath it when it falls on you, or if you fall on it. Next feature is a small drip leaf and a big drip leaf, which is something that I think is really cool. These are both bone mealed blocks, but do you see this big drip leaf right here? You can jump on it, and I believe you can, if you'd want, you can make a staircase out of these. Like I said, you can bone meal them, and if you bone meal the small one, it grows a considerable amount. If you bone meal the big one, it grows gradually up until that point, and you can just go ahead and harvest them, and you will get the big leaf, not the small leaf back. A feature I forgot to mention about the copper blocks is that you can add a honeycomb to the copper block to stop it from rusting over time. And if you don't like the way these blocks look, let's say you only like the copper block, or you liked one of the middle ones so you want to keep it that way, you can actually take your axe and hit it, and as you can see, it slowly goes back to normal. So you're resetting the clock and getting rid of that rust, so you can change them all back to the way they looked at the beginning. And if it's oxidized, I don't think you can change back. That's the whole point of the honeycomb. I think that is it for this showcase. Let me know if I missed something, because I'm pretty sure I did, because you know I missed almost half of them half of the features last time. So there might be a part 3, or just a little heads up thing. I might have forgotten. So if you know what I've forgotten, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it so that I can update you guys. And with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.